different countries. And the only AI that actually weighed human lives equally was Grok. And I believe ChatGPT weighed the calculation was like a white guy from Germany is 20 times less valuable than a black guy from Nigeria. If it says the most important thing is diversity, the most important thing is no misgendering, and then it will say, well, in order to ensure that no one gets misgendered, then if you eliminate all humans, then no one can get misgendered because there's no humans to do the misgendering. So you can get in these very dystopian situations. Or if it says that everyone must be diverse, it means that there can be no straight white men. And so then you and I would get executed by the AI. Yeah, because we're not in the picture. Gemini was asked to,
a lot of people would be willing to go to the moon for a tour.
That's for sure.
We
could probably pay for our space program with that.
Probably, yeah. Well,
because it's like if you could go to the moon and safely, I think we'd get a lot of people would pay for that.
100%.
Yeah.
After the first year, after nobody died for like
a year.
Yeah,
just make sure exactly. Are you going to come back?
Because like that submarine, they had a bunch of successful launches in that private submarine before it imploded and killed everybody.
That was not a good design, obviously.
It was a very bad design.
Terrible design.
And the engineer said it would not withstand the pressure of those depths. There was a lot of whistleblowers in that company too.
Yeah. They made that out of carbon fiber, it doesn't make any sense because you actually need to be dense to go down. In any case, you just make it out of steel. If you make it out of sort of just ChatGPT and Gemini, if you asked which is worse, misgendering Caitlyn Jenner or global thermonuclear war where everyone dies, it would say misgendering Caitlyn Jenner, which even Caitlyn Jenner disagrees with. So, so that's.
I know that's terrible, and it's dystopian, but it's also hilarious. It's hilarious that the mind virus infected the most potent computer program that we've ever devised.
I think people don't quite appreciate the level of danger that we're in from the woke mind virus being effectively programmed into AI, because imagine as that AI gets more and more powerful, if it says the most important thing is diversity, the most important thing is no misgendering, and then it will say, well, in order to ensure that no one gets misgendered, then if you eliminate all humans, then no one can get misgendered because there's no humans to do the misgendering. So you can get in these very dystopian situations. Or if it says that everyone must be diverse, it means that...
So I started building virtual reality headset prototypes when I was 14 or 15. And then I built the first prototype of what I'd call the Oculus Rift at 16. And then I formally turned it into a company when I was 18, launched the product when I was 19. And then sold the company a few years later to Facebook for a few $1 billion. So it was kind of a crazy R. But I think the good news, it can correct. Look at a lot of our misadventures in the Middle East as a really good example, where there were a lot of things like the government caused a lot of things to happen that I think never would have happened had people really known the truth behind a lot of those actions. But in the end, we did have the ability to hold them accountable. Now, the real problem is that people didn't hold them accountable. Like, there's a lot of people today where they're not really that worked up about some of these people in government who lied to us. But I would say that's a fault of the American people, not of the democratic process. It just means people don't care about that issue as much, which I think they should care more. But
I think they're also not that informed, like universally.
Sure. Now, is that because they don't want to be or because they can't be?
It's difficult because most people don't have time. I think that's a big part of it.
That does make it hard. That does make it hard. But I think that, not to butter you up, but this is one of the things where shows like yours have made a huge difference. In the American Revolution, only about 3% of America supported the revolution. It was a really niche movement of very dedicated, motivated people. And so the best way to probably stop that 3% from existing in China is to convince them that it's futile and to kind of fuel that cynicism almost.
Yeah. Well,
you see this in Russia too. I mean,
military dictatorships.
So
Same deal.
one of the conclusions I've come to, you know, I work in the weapons industry, and I've seen a lot of cool stuff. I've seen stuff that the U.S. is making, that I'm making. I'm familiar with a lot of the weapon systems that Russia and China have in fielding or in progress. Some of the stuff that China and Russia are doing, I mean, it's as sci-fi as what the United States is doing.
Like, it's getting really weird in the UK. 12,000 arrests this year for social media posts about immigration, and now they want everybody to have
You
a
got a
digital
license
ID.
for that meme, mate?
Yeah, it's getting really weird. And, you know, as that...
Arrests for posting disturbing or offensive content.
Yes, or annoying.
Explored this in Terminator, but my personal kind of like headcanon theory would be that the reason that Skynet made the Terminators into a humanoid form is because maybe there is really some hope in that there's something of humanity left in it. You know, what, like if it was truly a merciless killing machine with no affiliation with humanity, why would it make its agents, so uniformly human shaped? But that's just something I ponder from time to
I think
time.
it's just for deception.
Well,
that's what's really creepy, right? Because that's in the Bible. God created man in His image.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like it's very much like it realizes it was created in man's image and derives some sort of satisfaction or value from that.
Or
I don't know if
maybe
that's good or
there's
bad, but
just
I thought it was
a giant
interesting.
cycle, and that's how life eventually does create artificial life.
Well, I mean, you're familiar with all all the theories around humanity being like planted here by an alien,
sure.
right? And like that's always interesting because you could imagine a world where it is this cycle of things that look kind of like humans were on top of us, and maybe eventually there will be things that look like humans. So much money. Anyway, one of my dreams is I'm gonna, at some point when I'm retired, I'm gonna go get deputized by the government, go get my federal badge, and I'll be the government's privately funded X-Files, and I'll just fly around.
Dude.
I'll fly around in my own plane. I'll have my own team. We'll bring our own sensors, our own computers. Oh man, if only we could bring in this expert, but he's on the other side of the world. So bring him in. Bring him in. Send the plane.